Hey everybody, Kevin here, Coliseum of Comics. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is a quick look at my picks for January 8th, 2025. We've got the biggest, I know the whole nation's going through a cold snap, but here in Florida, when it gets under 50, we panic. So I'm flanneled up today because it's going to be a cold week, but there's some hot picks in the stands. See what I did there, kids? I just did it's horrible. Anyway, so glad to have you with us today. Let's take a quick look at what we have, starting with our friends over at DC. We're starting today with Aquaman. This is #1, written by Jeremy Adams. The art, beautiful art by John Timms. After the absolute debacle in the DC universe, I don't mean the books were bad, I mean like everything that happened to the heroes. Aquaman finds himself with a new set of powers. The art in this is absolutely amazing. So now with his new godlike powers, he's taking on some bigger issues, and there's some big thrills in this book. If you're an Aquaman fan, kids, this is the book you've been waiting for. This is a great looking Aquaman book. The story's fantastic. I love with it all in again, how they tie everything into the DC universe. This book does it amazingly. Aquaman, #1. Pick it up today. And don't forget, we have that #1 deal. If you pick up a first issue, you read it, you don't like it, you can return it in good condition to get another copy of a different book. Same price. So there you go. But you're not going to want to turn this one in because Aquaman #1 kicks butt. Finally, Aquaman fans, woo, rejoice. My next pick for DC is Absolute Batman. This is #4, written by Scott Snyder and Nick Dracota. The art is by Gabriel Hernandez Walta. This is an origin of Absolute Batman. I will say the art is more of a independent style comic than what we've been used to for the first 3 issues of Absolute Batman. So that threw me off a little bit to start. But the story makes up for it, and it is so good. It's like when they did the Superman Krypton origin. This is Absolute Batman origin. So good. So good. Finally, 4 issues in, we're going to look at his backstory. Love that. My third pick and final pick from DC this week, Batman Dark Patterns. This is #2, written by Dan Waters. The art is by Hayden Sherman. Let's see. Batman has to discover the secrets of the Wounded Man. I enjoyed this book. I'm enjoying this book a lot. I love the art style. I love the old school Batman. So it's out there right now, Batman Dark Patterns. This is #2, out today, January 8th. Let's take a look at some other books. How you doing, gang? Are you having a good year so far? Well, I'll tell you what, who's having a good week this week? Independent. Man, a lot of great choices. Let's start off. Almost everything was from Image this week, and I have one from Dynamite. So let's start off. My first choice, Transformers. This is #16. Written, of course, by the wonderful Daniel Warren Johnson. The art is by Jorge Corona. This book just rocks. It is full-on action. Kids, if you're a Transformers fan, this is it. Are you loving it? Let me know in the comments, because this book is just kicking butt 24/7. I'm loving it. So a big action book for you Transformers fans. Man, enjoyed the daylights out of reading that today. My next pick, also from Image, and also our friends at Ghost Machine, Geiger. This is #10, written by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. The art is Gary Frank. Welcome back, Gary Frank. His art is amazing. This story gets us going. Look at it. Look. So good. Hey, guess who's in it? Junkyard Joe. And I love this crossover. If this is a bigger, I'm trying not to pull any, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Right there. Boom. Didn't want to throw any spoilers in there. This is a bigger universe coming together finally. Man, if this is just a taste of what's going to happen, you don't want to miss it. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, my next pick is a #1 from Image, Lucky Devils #1. This is written by Charles Soule. The art is by Ryan Brown. This has been described as Good Omens meet Curse Words. 2 series I adore. So I'm loving this. Two devils, demons, their names are Collar and Rake, decide that they want to form this revolution in hell, and they're using 2 humans to start it. This book it's killer. I love it. It's so much fun. Can't wait to see that's the thing about these books. Can't wait to see where it's going to go. You don't know, and that makes it absolutely fun. Now, my next choice. Now for something a little different. One of my favorite movies from the Disney folks, Zootopia. This is Zootopia #1 from Dynamite. This is cover 1 of, I don't know, like 70,000 covers they can do at Dynamite all the time. Calm down with the variants, people. This book is written by Jeff Parker. We know Jeff Parker. He does great work. The art is by Alessandro Rinaldi. And it's got hops in there. It's got your favorite characters from Zootopia. This is kind of like a prequel to Zootopia 2, which is coming out later on, I think this year. But I can't help reading, and I hear Jason Bateman's voice the entire time. So I giggled at this a lot. I love Zootopia, so it's kind of cool to see the series out there. That's it for Independent. Let's slide over to Marvel before we open and this place gets packed with all the readers who know you gotta be here first thing on a Wednesday to get all the cool stuff. Let's go with my first pick from Marvel. Marvel had a good week. If you're a Mutants fan, bang. If you're an X-Men fan, this is your week. I'm telling you right now, break open the piggy banks, kids. It's all here. Starting with Uncanny X-Men #8, written beautifully by Gail Simone, who's killing it on this book. The art is by Javier Garron. This is the raid on Grey Malkin 4 of 4. This is it, kids. This is the big showdown all across the board. It's action in an X-Men fashion. And even when you think it's done, it kicks up again. Oh, just here, let me do one of these pages. Look at that. Oh, love it. This book is so much fun. I'm loving the what they're doing with the X-Men. So Uncanny X-Men right here, #8, just filled that need inside. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. That's why we're doing this. My next pick is Wolverine #5. Have you been reading the Wolverine, kids? Have you? Because it's been a blast. Written, of course, by Saladin Ahmed. The others by Martin Piccolo. This is the Call of the Adamantine. I can say like Stanley. Kids, it's the Call of the Adamantine. What is that? What does it mean for Wolverine? It's a mess, and it's gonna get huge. I just want to pull up a page here. Again, I'm trying to find it with no spoilers or ads. Look, I love this. The art in this book is so good. It's so vibrant. It jumps off the page. The story, much like when Saladin Ahmed wrote, I say this, people wrote Daredevil, and it was just kick-ass. This is kick-ass X-Men. I love everything about this book, Wolverine. So there we go. Wolverine, #5. It's out today. Do not miss. Don't sleep on it. The Call of the Adamantine. Find out what that means in Wolverine, #5, out today. My next pick from Marvel, it's Magic, #5. This is a variant cover. This is written by Ashley Allen. The art is by Jermaine Peralta. Something ancient, something evil has awakened underneath the ice of Alaska. Well, Alaska happens to be Magic's where she's that's her turf, kids. You don't go messing around with that. And she's gonna let them know, because now she is on a demon hunt. This book was, I love this character. We've all loved this character way back from the 80s. And it's full of, if you're a sorcerer fan, like if you play D&D and you're a sorcerer, and you think, I'm not represented that much in comics, pick up Magic, kids. I'm loving this. This is so great. This is such a fun book. This is #1. It's out today. My last pick from Marvel. What do we have time-wise? 9 minutes. He talked too much. 9 minutes. What do we have today? Something completely different. If you know me, you know I'm gonna pick this. What if Mickey and the Friends became the Fantastic Four? Written by Steve Belling and Riccardo Secchi. The art is by Lorenzo, I had to write this down, Pastrovicchio. I hope I said that right. And the thing, here's the thing with these Disney books, okay? The way they're written, it depends on how much fun they are. For example, the Donald Thor was fantastic. The Mini Marvel is fantastic. The Uncle Scrooge Infinity Dime that set the standard. The Donald Wolverine was hot garbage. I don't like when they go, oh, look, it's Goofy Hulk or it's Mickey Ant-Man. That doesn't work for me. Make it like the books. And he do that. And with the Fantastic Four, they did this beautifully. I'm a Fantastic Four fan, so I enjoy it. You made Donald the Thing. Boom. Ducks and the Thing. You got me. You got my money. This was a fun book. And what's cool is also this week, as an extra, Marvel released the Fantastic Four #1. It's the, what's the word? I can't think of the go. But you know what I'm saying. It's a reprint of the first issue, like with the ads and everything. But what you do is you read these side by side. Oh, side by side. You read one after the other, and you can see how they mirror. That's the fun of comics, my friends, right there. Enjoy yourself. That's it. That's it for me today. I'm still trying to think. You know, you ever get the thing? If you're not old, you know all your words. When you get older, you start to lose. But anyway, so I'm not going to let that go until like 5 o'clock tonight. I'll be like, that's the word. Anyway, so those are my choices for today. So many great books. Look at this stack. Look at this stack right here. Boom. This was a quick look. There's a lot of great stuff out today. Really short week for DC, but there's some good reads. But there are a lot of great reads on the stands today. So what do? Come on down. It's Wednesday. Get your favorite stuff. Find what you love. Start the new year reading more comics and new comics. If you read only DC, read some Marvel Independent. If you read only Marvel, read some DC Independent. If you read DC Independent, read DC and Marvel as well. Find stuff across the board that will excite you and make your leisure time worth your leisure time. Comics do that. That's it for me. I will see you next week. More importantly, I'll see you in the stores.